Hey, I'm here to show you a cool new sound in Razor that I made. It's kind of an icy, airy bell sound. It sounds like this. So I'm going to show you how to make that. First, I'm going to head to the initial Razor sound. Poly, max amount of voices, turn off the glide, turn off the auto, turn off the low-pass filter. Alright, the first oscillator is going to be octave to saw, mostly in octave mode. So maybe 0.40 about. I'm going to make that a little sharper. Oh, actually, I'm going to make the sound negative 24 and change the ratio here to 2. Yeah, so 0.4 is good there. Alright, so now we're going to, in oscillator 2, make that numbered pitch bend. Put the octave button on and move the P-offs thing to about 30. I'm going to make that a bit softer. Doesn't sound like much now, but just wait. Now we're going to go to the stereo effects and put air on. Move max and min to their maximum settings, and turn the speed up a little. Alright, now we're already seeing some characteristics of the sound that we're going for. Next, in filter 1, change that to formant. It's gonna start clipping, so I'm gonna turn this down a little. Alright, so make select almost all the way down to the bottom. Make stretch to about 40 or 0.3 is good. Maybe a little lower than that. And formant move to 50. For the second filter, we're going to make this multi-mode dirty. Keep mode where it is, move stretch to about 0.35, move res to about 40, and cut off, move up just a tad to about 60. Now we're going to mess with the ADSR. Attack, move up a little bit. Delay also move a little bit up to about 50. Sustain, take out all the way, and release, move up to 45 or so. Maybe a little higher than that, somewhere between 45 and 50. Alright, so we're already almost there. In the amp envelope, click on Echo, which will enable the delay to affect the amp envelope here. Now, if you move these things all really close together, it can make it sound like it's sustaining longer than it is, which gives it a very interesting sound. And that's our sound. Now, a few fun things you can do. Detuning this a bit can be fun. So move fine, so it's about negative 23.90. Also, in the dissonance effect, you should make this stiff string, and that adds a really nice sound. Move it to about 33. And in ratio, where it's 1.00, take a listen to what this does. Kind of has a little vibrato effect. I like that to be at about 1.20 here. It adds a bit of spice to the sound. And you can just have fun messing with all of the options to see what else you can come up with. It's a very interesting sound. One last comment I would like to make is that this sound is one that does very well with more voices. As you might have seen, I have 10 voices here where Razor normally has 6. How I change them is, if you have the full version of Reactor, click on this button up here, the checkmark box, and function, and you can change the voices to whatever you want. 6 is the normal amount of voices. If you own the full version of Reactor, you can change it to whatever you want, with the warning that it drastically increases your CPU. Check this out. You see how quickly that went up really high and began to clip? It's not going to happen so fast with 6 voices the way that Razor normally is. I mean, 6 voices basically doesn't stress it at all in comparison. And I should comment, I have a Core i7 processor in my computer, that's pretty powerful. That's definitely not a weak processor. So if you're going to play with the voices, have a really powerful computer and be cautious. You can make something go wrong. And also for this particular sound, it might be fun just to make the tuning a little slightly detuned. And also, to give it just a bit more kick, you can put a compressor on here maybe. And also to control if it ever tries to get too loud on you. Alright, so if you found this useful, I would really appreciate it if you would check out my Bandcamp and my SoundCloud accounts. And if you would like and subscribe to this video, that'd be great. And if you're in the market for good Reactor tutorials, I want to give my recommendation to the YouTube user Brent Kelmer. He has many very good free tutorials that can teach you a good thing or two about Reactor and some of the instruments. I highly recommend checking him out. Anyway, I really hope you enjoyed this tutorial, and I hope you'll follow me in my future tutorials. Thanks for watching and have a great day.